Hello, I'm Mike Jones. I'm the leader of your new council, Cheshire West and Chester. This council is replacing the 4 existing councils, and in doing so we're not looking to recreate any of the existing councils in the way they do things. We are looking on building on best practice and creating a new council with a new culture and a new way of doing things. Something that's fresh, lively, innovative and creative and exciting. Something that the members can be proud of and you as residents can be proud of being associated with. We are looking at how our members can integrate themselves and become involved, fully involved in your communities, to work with and support you in living and improving your quality of life. We want our members to be champions within their communities, and in doing so you'll see, following on from this, short interviews with your ward councillors so that you can recognise who they are. They're making commitments and promises to be more involved in your community and to assist you and your community groups in delivering those improvements within your communities.
Hello, my name's Hilarie McNae. I've been a councillor for nearly 2 years now. I'm a Cestrian, got 2 children, and I've lived in the ward I represent for nearly 30 years.
And I'm Pat Lott. I've been a councillor for 5 years, and I'm also a parish councillor. I've lived in the ward since I was married some 40 years ago, and all 3 children were educated in the ward as well.
And I'm Jill Houlbrook. I've been a councillor for a few years, but this is my second bite at the cherry because I did it in the 1980s as well. I've been living in the ward for nearly 40 years. My children were educated locally. I have a daughter who lives locally with my granddaughters.
Some of the things that I find are of concern to our area are that, as I sit on the planning board, I notice the increased number of applications for houses in multiple occupancy. A lot of them don't have the roots in the community. They're just there as accommodation. And in some areas, I really think we're getting to the tipping point where the whole atmosphere of a particular area is changing. I don't know what you think.
Yeah. Absolutely. And there's the other things that go along with it, things like rubbish collection and litter in the streets and parking of cars. It's all those things which help to totally change the atmosphere of the various streets where the houses of multiple occupation are.
And that brings us into the antisocial behaviour problem
that's right, Pat.
that we have had a lot of in the ward that I had for City Council. And fortunately, we've been able to have a very good liaison with the community wardens, the police, the PCSOs,
They have been good.
And they really have, and they now do extra patrols in the area, especially at weekend, to try and combat all that antisocial behaviour. And I think, fingers crossed, we are trying to keep it under control.
Yeah. We can't see everything all the time. We've got 3 pairs of eyes between us. So the more people that are operating on our behalf, the better it's going to be.
I mean, we do ward walks. We do try and get round the ward to see what's happening, pick up issues like holes in the road or the odd bit of litter that's about, that kind of thing, and contact the authorities we need to contact while we're out and about. That's what mobile phones are great for that.
Well, I've had a lot of complaints about, or requests, I should say, for a crossing outside the library and Wheelstone Lane. Because we've got the library there, we've got the playing fields, we've got a doctor's surgery, we've got the pharmacy is moving there as well. So it's going to be used by a lot of people. We also have a disabled school close by. So that part of the road gets crossed by children, by adults, by disabled people. And we've been asked if we can get a crossing there, and we really are going to pursue this as strongly as we can, aren't we?
If you don't tell us the things that aggravate you, or even the things that you're pleased with and could we have more of them,
that's right.
We can't know.
No,
it's a very good way of getting your problem out to us, isn't it?
Yes.
Really.
And then you find sometimes it's not just your problem. There are a whole lot of other people that are thinking the same.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you've got a problem that's specific to a site, there isn't any reason why we can't actually take the community meeting along to your site and say, well, let's all get together for an hour and talk about what the problem is. And I think that leads on to another thing about getting more young people involved as well locally.
Yes.
I think it's not just politics and community actions, not just for older people, it's for youngsters as well. Youngsters in primary schools as well as in high schools. So let's get them involved in our communities more too.
Because people say, oh, well, I'm not interested in politics, you know. And you can understand that, but really, every aspect of your life comes back to politics. Someone has to make a decision for something to happen.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
so, although you mightn't like politics as such, it's the mechanics of it that you need to be concentrating on.
Absolutely.
Well, we've talked about some of the issues in the area, but I'm sure there are many more, and together we're here to help you. Our contact details are on the website and in the local libraries. And I'm sure you all know where we all live anyway. We're only too willing to help, so please do contact us if you do have any problems.
Absolutely. As Pat and Hilarie have said, we're here together. We're here together to help you and to make a difference to where we all live. And with your help, we can make that difference even better. So please, whatever it is, get hold of us, and one of us, or if you like, all of us will come along to see what we can do to help you.
So all of us, the Uptown girls, we look forward to hearing from you, and let's make Upton an even better place to live in.